Hi and welcome. So my name's Emma and I'm going to be talking about my Marrakech Relax and Renew retreat today. So let me just get up the presentation for you and then we can get started. So let me get the presentation. Apologies, my computer is a little bit slow today. So thank you so much for joining me. So the Marrakech Relax and Renew retreat. So are you ready to slow down, reconnect with your body and soak up some Moroccan sunshine? And why this retreat? So I'm really passionate at allowing and creating space for women who generally give a lot to others. So it can be, giving a lot to family, to community, to work. And they find that they have their own needs have not necessarily been the forefront. So it's really creating that space where women can be the center of their world and thinking about really what's important to them. So the retreat is really an opportunity for relaxation, wellness, fun, and adventure. So we're in the really beautiful, vibrant city of Marrakech. So there is a lot to see and do if you wish to, including haggling in the souks, and a lot of culture and history. So if you're into history, Marrakech is a really wonderful place to go. It's a 1,000-year-old city. And some of the things that you see, they still are as they were 1,000 years ago, which is really amazing. So it's really a space for renewal and connecting to self with new experiences and nourishing yoga practices. So the daily yoga practices do support you in finding that clarity, that calmness in the body and the mind, and having that routine and immersion in the practices does help people to have a lot of clarity and really open their sort of creativity in their mind to thinking about new ways of living after the retreat as well. So all these photos in the corner, they are from my previous retreats. As you can see down here, they're actually making argan oil. So Morocco is very well known for argan oil. It's really good for your hair, for your skin, and you can find it everywhere. And I think they're actually making it. So what to expect from the retreat. So, as I was saying, it's the opportunity to connect with your body through movement, rest, and care. And I actually combine all of these. So you are having the movement, there is time for pause, and we do have the opportunities to go to Moroccan spa for hammam, for massage, and really, taking really great care of yourself. So, as I was saying before, quiet your mind and gain clarity about what truly matters. So, when we're in our busy day to day life, we don't always have the opportunity to really consider where we are in our life and where we would like to go. It's a really brilliant opportunity to build confidence and inner strength through new experiences as well. So, you will be gently pushed out of your comfort zone, trying new things, maybe eating new foods with new people, seeing new things. And this really, as women, is really wonderful for building our self-esteem and our confidence because lots of us are told you can't do this on your own, but actually we're women coming together and we're traveling the world, having new experiences, and that's a really wonderful experience and really does build your confidence as well. So restoring emotional balance and cultivating self-compassion. So the ethos around all of the practices is self-compassion. And this is connecting to the body that we have, opposed to trying to create a different body, not liking ourselves until we are this, but it's actually coming together and saying, we're going to explore movement with the bodies that we have, and that is good enough. Experience the power of community with like-minded women. So most people who attend the retreats are solo women travelers. And when we're coming on a retreat on our own, people will naturally kind of come together and chat and have really amazing conversations. And it creates a really supportive environment as well, which is really, it's a co-creation. So I'm hosting the retreat. However, you bring your own strengths to the experience as well. So let me move on to the next one. So who is this retreat for? So my retreats, they are all ages, and actually they're intergenerational retreats as well. So the main age range is 40s, 50s, and I would say 60s. However, I've had people, my previous retreat, as young as early 20s to early 70s. And that's a really wonderful experience to actually have all these ages coming together with, having that shared experience, but having all the different perspectives. Which I personally love, having all ages coming along and joining me. So it is suitable for complete beginners, and I teach beginners all the time. So I'm very confident to integrate beginners into the yoga retreat. It's going to be very friendly, very supportive. There's no competition in the yoga classes at all. We explore movement, we see what feels good in our body. It may be a challenge, and it's really, it's really about creating an environment where we can all come together. And really, yoga is kind of looking for that inner calm, that inner connection, that inner peace as well. The yoga that I teach, the retreats, are body positive, inclusive for all body shapes and sizes. So what that means is, firstly, we all have good bodies. That's my ethos. There is no sort of talking about people's body in a negative way. There's no sort of talking about, it's not a weight loss retreat or anything like that. And my experience is of teaching, larger bodies. How can we explore and adapt yoga practices for larger bodies? So, you're very welcome to come along, and you'll be catered for. And something I'm also very passionate about is making accommodations if anybody does have any chronic illnesses or disabilities. So if you do have a health issue or disability and you're considering joining, I really do urge you to contact me, and we can have a discussion. I can learn about your needs, and I can really advise you about, can we make any adaptations? Is it suitable for you? And obviously, I have to think about the accessibility of the place that we're staying and the city as well. So, where things are in my control, I will try my best to make accommodations. And as somebody who's experienced chronic illnesses. I understand that before you go somewhere, you need to have that understanding of sort of what to expect, the schedule, and making sure that your needs are going to be met as well. Where is the retreat taking place? So the retreat is taking place in the heart of Marrakech, and it's called the Old City. Okay, so the Old City, as I mentioned, is a 1,000-year-old city, and there is also the new bit, which is more modern. And so we're in the heart of Marrakech. You're within, walking distance to all of the souks, to the sort of the main square where they have all of the stalls, they have the music, they have the games, the singing, all these different things. Like Marrakech comes to life in the evening. So you're within walking distance, or a short taxi ride to some of the other main attractions, such as the Yves Saint Laurent garden, which you may know, with the blue kind of architecture. So although we're in the heart of the city, we are still in a very quiet oasis. So Marrakech has lots of alleyways, and you kind of turn off and it's completely quiet. So we're in a boutique hotel, and this hotel is called a riad. So a riad is the design of building, and the riad is only for retreat guests as well. So it's very comfortable, it's very safe, it's very supportive. It really is our home for the retreat. And Riyadh Marrakech is somewhere that I've hosted 5 retreats now. I've stayed there with my partner for a holiday, and they actually have exceptional service. Probably one of the best places I've ever stayed in the world in terms of their hospitality, their their warmth. Just couldn't do enough for you. And if you go onto TripAdvisor, you will see that they have over 700 reviews with a 4.9 star rating out of 5. So they are definitely doing something right. And I absolutely love to return every time to Riyadh Marrakech. And you can see in the corner here, this is the roof terrace where we have our yoga. You can go for a cup of mint tea, that's what they have in Morocco. You can sunbathe, you can read a book. So it's, very, very lovely. It's homely, but it's a very high standard. So the owner has lovingly brought in lots of artisan furniture and design, and it's absolutely stunning. And very safe, very good staff, and they'll help to arrange different things for you. And there's on-site 24/7 as well. So this is the type of thing to expect from the schedule. So this is an outline. There may be very slight tweaks to the timing and things like that. However, this is my current working schedule. Sometimes there's things out of my control, such as weather. However, the weather is meant to be very nice. It's meant to be in the 20s in April. So for the 4 days, when we're waking up in the Riyadh for our retreat, we'll have a gentle yoga practice so actually I've got a bit of a typo there. It's not 8:30 till 9 a.m. It will actually be a 1-hour session. It'll be a 1-hour gentle yoga practice focused on restoration, grounding, feeling that sense of calm and connection to the body and also to the mind as well. So it will be a 1-hour session on the roof terrace. We can see all across the city, and on a clear day, you can see the Atlas Mountains in the background as well. So it's absolutely one of the best places I taught yoga. The best place actually to teach yoga. And two of the evenings, there will be a gentle yoga and yoga nidra relaxation class. So on the first night, the first day of the retreat, we're obviously people will arrive at different times. So we won't have one in the morning. We'll have our first practice in the evening. And we will then another night have an evening yoga nidra, which is really helpful for sleep, really wonderful for relaxation and deep healing as well. So every day of the retreat, we're going to be having our group breakfast, which is an amazing array of amazing fruits, Moroccan pancakes, homemade omelets, things like that. We also can cater for if you're gluten free, if you're vegetarian, that's not a problem. We will be able to, they can tailor the diet for your needs. So with this retreat, there is quite a lot of free time to explore and relax. So I think that's really, I like to have my retreats like this because you're coming away to Marrakech and I want you to feel like you've seen Marrakech, you've explored, you've understood you've got to know the culture and things like that. So it's quite a spacious retreat. So as you can see, there's usually the one yoga class, one day there'll be two, but the rest of the time is yours for activities. There's a couple of activities, but also for you to kind of get lost in the in the souks and haggling and things like that, or visit a spa. So as a group on day two, we will go to a spa. So it's a really it's very close. It's like a 2-minute walk from the hotel, and they have traditional hammam. If you want to have the hammam experience where you're kind of the full body scrub and massage as well. So I arrange that for people. And then also in the corner, you can see here, this is actually in the desert. So we're planning to go here for a day trip to the desert. So we have a pool, we have a lunch, and it's really stunning views there. And again, that's something I will arrange before we head out to Marrakech. So it's all planned for you. Part of the retreat, you do have two home-cooked evening meals and actually one lunch as well. I forgot to put that in. And the evening meals are traditional Moroccan fare. So we have tagines, we have couscous, and also we have drumming and singing as well. So the staff who work at the Riad, they're really fun singers. We'll have some djembe, I think guitar as well, and maybe even some dancing as well, which depends on how you're feeling, but we might get up and have a little dance as well. So it's really a very relaxed environment. We try to make it fun, and we have really great cooks at the Riad. The two women who cook are absolutely brilliant cooks as well. So traveling to Marrakech, we have in England we have direct flights. So you can fly to Marrakech from Luton Airport, I think Stansted, maybe Gatwick, Birmingham, and the main people to fly with is EasyJet, Ryanair, and British Airways as well. And I had a look at the flights just 2 days ago, and it was about £110 a return, so really reasonable. And I think it's 3.5 hours from the UK to Marrakech, so it's actually a really great short haul trip. There's no visa requirements for British passport holders. You do have to fill out a landing card, which is just puts the information about where you're staying. You do need to keep that for when you're leaving the country as well. If you do have a passport from another country, please do just check out the rules for your home country. So when you arrive at the hotel, sorry, when you arrive in Marrakech, the hotel is about 20 minutes from the airport, and the transfers, I will arrange that for you. So I will get everybody's flight details and a taxi will come to collect you. So here in the corner, you can see this is a sort of an evening yoga practice that we have in the downstairs part of the Riyadh. We have a very beautiful water feature. If it's if it's at night, we will have candles. Although I think for then it was actually still quite bright, so we didn't need that. So a little bit about me, your host for the retreat. So I've been teaching yoga now for 11 years and practicing yoga for 20 years. I've hosted 9 international retreats so far to Bali, India, and Morocco. Very passionate about solo travel for women. I have been fortunate to travel a lot. It's a big part of my life, experiencing new cultures, and I just absolutely love sharing these things with other people. I'm very passionate about inclusive wellness, so including, different body types, diversity as well. I believe rest is a healing tool. So I do feel like we all need more rest. There's a lot of pressure on us as women, and I really think actually rest needs to be at the forefront and focus of our lives for our healing and our wellness. Because when we're burnt out, we're stressed, we're tired, we're not really, we're not living our best life. We're not able to, be as creative, to think clearly. We don't have as much patience. So I'm very passionate about rest. Solo travel is a transformative experience for women. My passion really started when I went away for nearly 6 months backpacking on my own to Southeast Asia, traveling through 4 countries overland on my own with no plan. And it was a life-changing experience to just, have that independence, know that we're perfectly capable as women to navigate places outside of our own country, because we do every day in our own lives. And the confidence that I see from others is really wonderful, and at times it's life-changing as well. So as I mentioned, all bodies are good bodies in my eyes, and I really do push back against diet culture, because we, as women, we are told that we're not good enough, our body's not good enough, it's not slim enough, and actually I think our bodies are doing okay. It's keeping us, it's been going through our whole life, and the negative impact on women for feeling like your body is not enough is very, very significant. So the yoga, the retreats, it's really about how can we learn to connect to our body in a more positive way. Another important thing for me is respecting for all cultures, traditions, and people. So when we travel, I have an expectation that we will have a respect for the local culture, for the people. And this also relates to the yoga, because yoga is a South Asian practice, and a respect of the roots of this practice. And myself, as a British, African, and Caribbean woman, it's really important that we acknowledge the roots of yoga and have that respect when we travel as well. So any questions? So this picture is our meal time, as you can see, and it's very atmospheric, really wonderful. As you can see, we have all these gorgeous lamps. I think in the evening we'll have our sort of candlelit meal as well, and we'll have some drumming going on at certain points as well. And yeah, actually, I'll just mention um, some people, quite a few people are regulars to my retreats. I'll just mention Jenny here. Jenny's been to my Marrakech retreat, my Bali retreat, and my Goa retreat. So um, hopefully that shows you that it's a fun, supportive retreat to go on, um, where you can meet some really amazing people as well. So how do you sign up? So if you are wanting to sign up, you can sign up at yogawithemmakelly.com. And you need to use the code self-care, all in capitals, for £100 discount off of the price. So this discount is available until the 8th of February. And at the moment, I have one private room available and one shared room option available. So just a note on the shared room, it is actually the size of 2 rooms. It's actually the suite. So for this shared room option, it's actually very spacious because it's the size of 2 rooms, and you have one bed on one side and one bed in the other sort of area. So you have a wall separating the 2 areas. There's no door. You do have a bathroom to share. However, sometimes when you think of shared room, you think of like 2 beds right next to each other, but actually you have completely separate spaces to sleep, to relax, to chill, to do whatever you need to do. So the shared people are in the suite, which is the top level of the Riyadh. It's in the biggest accommodation, and because I know people can have questions about sharing or private, but actually this is almost private, and yeah, a very, very nice room. Actually, this is the bathroom for the final bedroom that's available for the shared accommodation. It won't have candles and petals, so I think that's like a romantic thing going on there. So the retreat is for 8 women altogether. So we have 5 people signed up already, and we have the 3 spaces left. So one private room and one shared room option as well. So if you wanted to come along and join me, it would be lovely to have you. You'll be very welcome. You are worthy of this new experience, of this self-care, and I would love to hear from you. So if you do have any questions after you've watched the presentation, please do send me a message, and we can, go through any questions that I haven't covered in the presentation as well. So thank you. Let me stop sharing. Oh, hello. So thank you so much for watching the presentation about the Marrakech retreat. So if it's not for you, you can always share it with a friend and let them know about this retreat as well. They will be very welcome. So thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you in Marrakech.